Welcome to City on a Hill Gaming, a tabletop RPG podcast. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to City on a Hill Gaming, our tabletop RPG podcast. We are currently playing some, I'm referring to it as 5e-ish D&D. It's sort of a loose 5e, but it's close enough. And when we last left off, our four players were attempting to break into the mansion of Baron Telix, the leader of the town of Liren, and they are attempting to figure out why he's up to no good, actual zero good. Why he's been sending goblins to attack people, and why he's trying to overthrow the king. So they are attempting to currently get into his heavily fortified mansion and fight him right in the face. Just fight him real good. So they're going to try and do that. And I think we ended with you interrogating a guard for where the entrance, where like a side entrance to the mansion that you could get to easily was, and he pointed you to this door you are now in front of.
Woo-hoo.
Yes.
That door is locked.
We have a key, I believe.
I believe you do. So if you want to just straight up unlock it and go in, or if you want to do something else first, make with the doing of the things.
Okay. If I have a suggestion, Petrichor, would you like to examine this door first to make sure that there's nothing wrong with it? Maybe see if there's a trap or something on it. Because I would hate to go through the trouble of unlocking this door only for something horrible to happen.
I don't know what you mean. That's totally not a thing that happens.
Yeah, I could perhaps use some perception. I don't know what else might be good. But yeah, I'll try me some perception on this. With a... And, it's a 5. I don't know.
It's a good door, Bront.
That's a
Yep,
really
it's a
strong.
very solid door.
Can I make a perception roll as well?
You are all free to make perception checks.
Okay. Let me perceive how well I perceive.
Okay. Well, I too will examine this door. Sure is a door.
Look at that real strong door.
Nice mahogany.
Yes.
We've got an average of 10, maybe.
Yeah, it's a lovely. It's great craftsmanship, and that was the highest roll there was a 12.
They really cut along the wood grain. It looks.
It's
sturdy.
clean, man. It's clean.
It's a good door. 12 out of 10.
Yes.
They don't make them like that anymore.
No, they don't. It's real expensive. Long story short, you really don't hear much of anything, and you really don't think there's anything wrong with the door.
Excellent. Seems like a good door. All right. Okay.
Well, I got some stealth, so shall I try and sneak in and wave you on if it's an all clear?
Yes, actually, if I might
Make
grab my character, and I'm just gonna, just in case.
There we go.
I'm gonna bravely stand in the back.
Okay.
I like it. Make that stealth check.
Bravely run away. Ooh!
Brave Sir Robin.
Very nice, Jenna. That is a 23. I like it. You're inside.
Yes. And I'm
Uh,
Just melted through the door.
Yeah, I
yes,
did.
more or less. I probably should have. Oh, actually, the door's on a different layer. Huh. The door's staying put. It's fine.
So much stealth.
So stealthy. So you were in a room, kind of over here, and you see at the end of the hallway, there are 3 guards and another door. They have not noticed you, for what it's worth. 10 or so squares away from them.
I'm trying to look at the range on my weapons because I'm not sure I've got.
Your
more than
bow should be
Yeah,
fine.
Bo should handle that. Bo's like
Yeah.
120, I think.
So if I attack them with my bow because I'm super stealthy, am I going to get my little bonus for that?
Your sneak attack, yes.
Yep. All right,
Your
and then I
extra
can.
2d6.
Yes, I want an extra 2d6, and then I can invite my compatriots in. But I'm afraid that they will spoil the ruse. Yes.
That is totally fine.
All right, so I'm gonna use my short bow, and there we go. 18.
Okay, you do hit.
Okay, and let me get some d6 plus 14.
And then your extra, so it's your regular d6 plus 3 plus 2 more d6. So add another d6 to that.
Okay, so
when you sneak attack, you roll 1d6 plus 3 for the short bow,
yes.
and then add 2d6 to it.
Oh, plus 0, 2d6 plus nothing.
Yeah, or just 2d6 plus nothing. So if you want to do it when you're sneak attacking, just roll it as 3d6 plus 3.
Yeah,
Okay,
just-
I got it.
Right now you're just short one, so just roll 1d6.
Okay.
Yes.
I am with ya. There you go.
It's a
Okay,
19.
so that is 19 total damage. That guard is just not even there anymore.
It's just pinned to the wall.
Yes, you just straight up this one. Oh, I should probably actually show you where he is. Reveal that area of the map. There we go.
Yay!
So
He's part of that wall back there.
yes, he's now just not even there anymore. You just
He became part of the door.
yes,
Frank, where are you, Frank?
flump, and he's just gone. These two guards do now know where you are.
I'm a
and-
holler for my buddies now, since there's
Yes.
no more stealthiness to have. Hey
No.
guys, you should come and enjoy me. I already took care of one. You guys can take care of the rest.
So I need everyone to make me an initiative roll, please, because it's time for. William is on it right there. I like that. It's time to go.
Wow.
Ah, yeah. All right, let's start this the right
Get
way.
some. All right.
Big.
Jenna used all of it right there at the beginning. Okay. She is no longer moving that fast. All right. So, Daniel, it is your turn,
Yep.
sir.
All right, I am going to move me off to the side so other people can get in and, distract from the horrible thing I'm about to do to them.
Okay.
Because they're standing so far away,
sure.
I think I'm just going to go ahead and unload Burning Hands.
Okay. Go for it.
All right, so... Oh, so they just make a dex throw. They just have to make a dex save.
Now, I think that... So that 15-foot cone starts from where you are.
No, let me double check. Range? Self. Oh, right. Yes.
It starts from you and goes...
Sorry.
to
All
them.
right. In that case, they're far enough away. I'll just use a magic missile.
Okay. Or
Oh,
your
that's fine.
firebolt would work also.
Yeah. So I'll pick him, and I'll just
Okay.
hit him with the doing the 3d4 plus 3.
Yes.
All right. Let's do that. We'll just go ahead and drill him here. So
Okay. Very good. He's also not there anymore.
all right. Well,
Yeah.
I just yell back. There's one left.
William, it is Grio's turn.
So I can move 30, right?
Yeah, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can move to like right there. And then you can throw the spear. That's fine.
Okay. I guess I will do that. Okay.
Absolutely. And that does hit.
All right. So I do a 1d6 plus 3 and a 1d4 with the brute.
Yes. Brute does add that extra d4. Very good.
So here's the d4. That was
Ew.
nice. Plus 6, so
Okay.
7.
Okay. He looks terrible. But he is still standing. And he is going to charge you. And not hit.
Nope.
Not hit at all. So he takes like a real solid swing at you and just completely misses. Let's see. I I believe it is Biggs. Your turn, sir.
Alrighty, I'm gonna get my beard on, and
Wait, you have to put that on?
well, it was
Don't give away the secret.
it's an action.
Yes.
But I'm gonna use my my spiritual weapon, but I need a little bit of guidance and understanding how to use it appropriately.
Okay. Let me look. I looked at that one the other day. That seems like a sweet thing. Okay, so you create a floating weapon within range that lasts for, let's see, I believe it's up to 1 minute currently. And when you do, you can make a melee attack using the weapon at a creature within 5 feet of it, and then it takes 1d8 plus your... I think your spellcasting ability is wisdom, so whatever your wisdom modifier is, I believe it's +2.
+3.
Oh, +3, perfect. Okay, oh, you have 16, that's right.
Yeah, and the awesome thing about the spiritual weapon is it attacks as a bonus action. So, like, casting it takes your action, but then it can attack. And the next turn, you can attack, and it can attack.
What he said.
Wow.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's what makes spiritual weapon good.
It seems real sweet, actually. So if you want to do that, now I will say he only
Now
has...
I wonder if it's kind of overkill for this fellow here.
I would say yes,
Probably.
he only has 1 hit point left, and you guys have 4 attacks before he goes again.
Probably. But also, your spiritual weapon takes the shape of whatever your deity's weapon is. So, that's going to be fun.
Yes.
Like serious mace to the face.
Yeah, if it's a mace, then yeah, it's like a giant
Gigantic
floating
mace. Because I believe your mace, and this kind of goes back to, I think, like maybe the first or second session, your mace is actually special. It was modified by the blacksmith in the town you guys started in,
Yes.
and you can throw your mace.
Yes.
Yes.
You have a throwing mace. As to your specific deity for the game, we're actually going to get to that later, because you may or may not come up in this session.
Okay.
How we're handling that, but if you want to throw that mace, throw that mace.
I'm going to throw the mace to the face.
Throw it right at his head. Very good, sir. That does hit, and
Bam!
gone. Boom. So
Fear the beard.
You step in and just chuck it. And he looks real surprised, and then he falls over. So at the end of this very ornately decorated hallway, there's another door.
Is it mahogany?
Sure.
We'll have to do a perception check to find out.
We have to have...
Right?
Yes.
We have to.
You can't find out unless you make a perception check.
Oh.
It's a very pretty wood, but you need to know.
Oh, Biggs knows.
Perceive this.
I'm not even going to roll now.
I wanted to get the battle out.
Okay, so make me those sweet perception checks. All right, we have everybody but Daniel.
There's no point. You rolled a 19.
Okay, that's fine then. You do. The door does not appear to be trapped in any way, but you do hear people moving behind the door.
But is it mahogany?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yes, it is mahogany. I forgot to make that specification. Yes, it is.
Well, I can try and sneak in this thing again. That worked last time. I can try that.
How
Yeah.
close to the door do they seem to be?
Good question, Dave.
Because if that thing opens in and we can kick that door open, like we might take out a couple people.
Are we going to
okay.
pull an old shock and awe? Like, just flashbang him?
That's right.
Well, I tell you what, you
I
kick the
love the
door
way you
and
guys work.
you kick the door, I'll do the flashbang. I've got just the thing for that.
I never cease to be amazed by how you guys work. It's good stuff. They do not appear to be very close to the door.
Strategery is the main factor here.
Yes.
I was really looking forward to experiencing Daniel's flashbang.
Yes. It's Yeah, currently they are not. You hear what sounds like people in a pretty large room.
Oh.
Well, maybe we want Kitty over here to.
You got what
I'll go
you get a
closer.
19 bigs. They don't all sound human.
Interesting.
You recognize the I don't want to say dialect. You recognize the sort of the more guttural sounds of one of them. You've heard them before, several times.
Could it be Goblin?
Maybe not quite goblin. Similar to goblin,
Oh no.
like larger.
What do we want to do, Biggs? I can sneak in there, or if you want to pull a shock and awe, you and Liesel back there, I suppose he can be good for something.
Well, I suppose your sneaky stuff worked last time, so we'll give it a try.
And Liesel says quietly in the back, I'm good for a lot of things. Just to be safe, before we bust open the door, I'm going to go ahead and put mage armor on myself while we have like half a second.
Okay, absolutely.
All right.
What does that increase your AC to? Just for my own edification.
Let's see. That would be 13 plus dex.
Ooh, 13 plus dex. Good night. I didn't know it went up that far.
Yeah.
That was my stealth.
That was a stealth. Okay, so you guys are just pretend the room you're in backs up to the back of where you're at now. All right, so Jenna, that was your stealth check. Okay,
That was my
so you
stealth.
kind of slide, kind of sneak into this really nice room, and you see it's a very large. You would almost equate it to like a throne room. It is very similar to the room you guys meet with when you meet the Duchess. And let's say you're hiding behind that large column right there.
All right.
And on the other side of that column, you hear, not like directly on the other side, but near you in the room, you hear voices. Make me a perception check.
18.
Very good. All right. So you see, you're actually in quite a large room, and you see three figures standing next to a throne. You see a very heavily armored, what looks like just kind of another guard. You see another creature you've seen recently, but not super recently. You see a hobgoblin. Shrink him down.
Oh,
so he's
okay,
not like
that's better.
gigantic.
Jeez.
Sorry, yeah, that figure starts real big in Roll20. I needed to resize him. Sorry.
A huge hobgoblin?
Yeah, he's just gigantic. He actually still takes up 4 squares. There we go. That's better. Now he's not that menacing, but it's fine.
Went down a couple size classes.
Yes. And this hobgoblin reminds you of the ones from the Red Sootscale tribe.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't look like he's carrying weapons. He looks like he probably operates more like Liesel does. And he's not actually looking at you. He's looking at this gentleman in the middle with the large sword and the bow. And he is not quite as heavily armored as the guard. He looks like he's more of an agile, regal figure. Maybe like a baron or something. And they have not noticed you, but they are... You do hear them speaking. And the hobgoblin... sir, we've exhausted most of the goblin forces. I don't know that we can maintain these constant attacks. Well, that's almost unacceptable, Liu. If I'm going to create the kind of disruption I need your goblins. I need them to continue with what they've been doing, and this is unacceptable. And the hobgoblin kind of steps back a little bit, because who you're assuming, I guess, at this point is Baron Telix, kind of points his sword at the hobgoblin as he's speaking to him, and he's like, I will see if there are other tribes in the area we can recruit. I will do what I can, but this is those. I don't know who those 4 are, but they're causing a lot of problems. I don't think my assassins dealt with them. How would you like to proceed?
So, I sneak back through the door and relay the conversation and the layout of the room to my fellows. So guys, I think if you magic-y types want to go in there and do some shock and awe, you may be able to get in and make it happen before they see us. But we might also want to get in and try and turn the hobgoblin to our side. He might just run away if we offer him his life. And do we want to kill this Baron, or do we want to hog-tie him and drag him back to talk to our Duchess?
I believe we weren't sent here as executioners or assassins. I believe we should. We pretty much caught him red-handed. I think we at least need to give him the opportunity to turn himself in. And if he resists, then, what happens will happen. But we should give him the chance.
So who wants to go and announce our graceful party then?
Well, I seem to be the talkative one of the bunch, so I might as well.
Okay, so do you guys just kind of saunter in, or...
I'm going to sneak behind this in case things go south. I might be able to get a upper hand if they saunter in.
Go
Okay,
back there.
yeah. No, you. All right. So Petrichor, you hide. You gentlemen just follow in behind me. Act like I'm really important, and I'm just gonna walk in like I own the place. It's gonna be great.
Well, I
It's gonna be
can
flawless.
to the change for you.
All right. So first, I'm going to use prestidigitation to make like a low level fog, like dry ice fog, like rolling out.
Okay.
When I come in, and I'm just going to like throw the doors open and look like like clean myself up and look as resplendent as I can as I walk in there.
Jenna, are you going in first to hide again?
Oh yes, please do.
Okay. Go ahead and make me another stealth check.
Okay.
I like the fog machine. That's a nice touch.
That is a very nice
I wasn't
touch.
ready for that.
Go big or go home.
Okay. Jenna, when you walk in, the hobgoblin kind of turns. You don't think he saw you, but you think he maybe heard something.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm assuming you guys just kind of will go like that.
Yeah, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be great. Don't worry about it. It's
That'd be
fine.
impressive.
And then, so if I can
Out of
find
character,
kind of
ignore the fact that I have 0 in charisma.
I'm just gonna drop like a mist over you. Is that like what you're shooting for?
Yeah,
fog is-
like just rolling out, like as the door opens, I just want like this the fog rolling out, and I just walk in.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah, just that. Nothing crazy, just for a nice effect.
Okay, sure. We'll go with it. I like the majesty of it all. That's good. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so we will. So the three of you kind of waltz in very intentionally. We'll go with.
Yeah.
And the first one to see you is the hobgoblin, and he kind of nudges Telex, and Telex looks up. Who are you? And
Well-
where did with the smoke and the what? Okay, fine. Why are you in my throne room?
Well, Baron, it seems we caught you red-handed, as it were, with these cavorting around with these goblins and hobgoblins. I tell you what, I'm feeling generous at my whims. So, why don't you indulge my capricious nature? I'll give you the chance to offer yourself before the king and plead for his mercy for conducting these goblin raids. Or you can try your fate against us, but I doubt that it will succeed.
Why would I beg for mercy from the man I intend to... Very interesting.
Well, yes. Well, it seems like those assassins really didn't last very long, did they? I guess you underestimated us. I hope you don't do it again.
So it seems. Well, I can't very well beg for mercy from the man I intend to overthrow and replace. So, I will simply assume he sent you to kill me, and use it to further fuel my campaign. Very well, sir. We shall fight.
I'll bring flowers to your grave.
Oh,
I
jeez.
pity the fool.
Yes. It was going to happen.
I knew it was Mr. T.
That's what I get for
We all
signing
are.
his name T. That was on me. That was my decision. I made that decision, and it was a poor decision. I regret it still, but that's okay.
Something
All right.
something Rocky 3 reference.
It's something. Correct. All right. If you guys will roll me that sweet initiative.
21.
All right. Petrichor with
I'm
the
about
very
to-
solid 21.
18.
He smiles and ignore the fact that he's. Wait, there we go. Shrink him back to just one square. I don't.
Oh, okay. I was a
Yeah,
little worried.
he looks at you and smiles and will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and come say hi.
So glad I cast Mage Armor.
Yeah, I think that's probably gonna be super helpful, honestly. That's a 25
Oh,
to hit.
Oh, yeah, that
Um,
hits. Oh, jeez. Oh,
You take 10 damage, Daniel.
oh my.
Wow.
Well, I'm at 10.
It's a good
Wow.
thing. Hey, you guys got a lot of hit points by the time you got to 3rd level. You're in decent shape still. You're fine. Everything is fine.
Fine's a strong word.
All right, and it is now. I think it's actually your turn now. No, it's Petrichor's turn. Excuse me.
it's my turn. And I might give Liesel a lot of crap, but he's a member of our party, and no one treats a member of our party like that. So
Absolutely.
he doesn't know I'm here. The ogre might have heard me, but I would like to do some sneaky damage on this man.
Make that sneaky damage.
Okay, let's see. All right. Yeah.
Oh, mercy. Yes. That 100% hits. That was a 24. And so this will be with your sneak attack.
3d6 plus 3?
Make it happen.
Yes.
Okay. He takes that arrow very square in the chest and kind of looks around, surprised.
Nobody messes with my people.
He hears that from behind the column. He's like, what just... I thought there were... Okay. Ow. He looks like he's not in, like, great shape, but not in the worst shape either.
Why, Baron, did I just see you quiver?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Well played. Ed. Well played.
That was... Yep. All right.
That was, yep.
Yeah. All
What I say
right.
is I start coughing up blood.
So it is now the guard's turn. And he moves to here, and he will throw a spear at... he will throw his spear at... Throw it at Grio. That is a 15. That does not hit you.
Nope.
Liesel, it is your turn.
Whew, I'm glad he didn't pick that spear to throw at me. All right.
Now, we haven't really talked about this a whole lot, but if you move, like, directly far away from him, he will get an attack of opportunity. If you move, I think it's if you move more than, like, 1 square.
Yeah. Can I just disengage and use my action to disengage and move back without having to provoke an attack of opportunity?
You could, or you can also just, like, I may be remembering this from a different system, frankly, but I think you can make take what's called a 5-foot step and just kind of shift back, and then still be able to attack.
Okay. I think the way D&D rules allow, like if I use my action to disengage, I can move back without an attack. But that means I don't get a spell or anything this turn.
I mean, if you're okay with that, I'm fine with it. Yes.
Yeah.
And then it'll allow you to completely clear out.
Yeah. So I will just move. I will bravely, just move like straight back to like here.
All right. The hobgoblin will his hand kind of lights up with fire, and he throws that fire at Grio and misses terribly. 7 doesn't remotely hit you.
Amateur.
He almost gets Liesel in the back.
Yeah. All right, and Grio, it is actually your turn.
All right.
So you have several enemies within range of you.
And I will attack. And
Ooh, no. That does miss. And I believe, Biggs, it is now your turn.
Alrighty, I am going to have a spiritual encounter with my mace.
Okay.
Spiritual weapon.
So I'm assuming you want it next to Telix.
Yes, that would be awesome.
Okay, so roll your normal attack. Like your normal 2 hit. Switch back to the screen. Oh, that's a natural 1. Alright, you swing and miss wildly. Or, well, the magical weapon swings and misses wildly. This is your first time using it, and it's gonna... You guys need to get in tune.
Realize how hard it would be to use something that big.
Yes, and that you're not actually holding. So you're gonna have to get in tune with it, but it is still there. It will last for essentially the rest of this combat.
Well, that's good. Now, doesn't it, like, am I misreading this in terms of, like, getting a second attack, or is it a
if
bonus action?
So that's a bonus action. Well, so you get to actually use it immediately when the turn you cast it, and then as a bonus action, you can move it and repeat the attack against a creature within 5 feet of it. So I think that actually means
What happens is casting it is your action, so the attack is your bonus action.
Oh, I got you.
But the turn you cast it, you also get to attack with it without using the bonus action.
Oh,
I
cool.
got you.
It actually makes one the turn you cast it. So if you want to go ahead and use your bonus action, but I think it uses the same. So go ahead and I don't. Well, it says repeat the attack against a creature. So go ahead and roll it again.
Okay. I'm getting better.
That you're getting closer. That still does miss though.
Okay.
And it is
I'll
his
get
turn
you
again.
next time, Gadget.
Yeah. Wow.
Next time.
Yeah, there you go.
Much better.
Just like that. For those of you, I don't know, under the age of like 20,
We'll not get that reference.
they'll probably not get that. Go look up
20,
Inspector Gadget. The
That
cartoon.
cartoon came out in the 80s, Ryan.
Is it that old? My gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Because like it was still on when I was a kid, so
Probably anyone under the age of 8, something like that.
Yeah.
good
like-
night. Okay. Well, go look up the Inspector Gadget cartoon. It's actually pretty good. It was a good time back in the day.
It was very classic.
Now I've got the theme song in my head.
Me too.
Right. For copyright purposes, that'll stop.
We get 15 seconds.
Oh, is it 15? Okay.
Oh,
Right. Okay. Well, there was a. Yep. All right. So it's his turn. People are disappearing and shooting him with arrows, and there's a mace standing next to him. Like just a mace, not a person, just a mace standing there. And it's kind of floating, and the whole thing's. He's real confused.
Justice reigns from above.
Ooh, I like that. All right, so he's gonna try and hit Grio as the only like living thing next to him. Does 20 hit you, William?
Yes.
Okay, you take 10 damage.
Okay.
He has a really nice sword, and he just kind of right at you. And now it is Petrichor's turn again.
All right. Hey, I have a question. Is this pillar flat topped? Like, is it open on the top, or is it all the way to the ceiling?
All the way to the ceiling.
Okay. All right. Never mind then.
Would you? Okay, wait.
So everyone knows where I am, so I can't
Yes.
stealth it up, huh? But well, see, my question is, if I climbed the pillar some, would that like bust up their thinking they know where I am, and then can I have my bottom claws anchored while I shoot? Because climbing is now free for me because I'm just that awesome.
Right. So actually, let me look at. You may not even have to go that route with it. You have the ability not just to climb as a free, or not like for where climbing is a normal movement speed for you, but you can also hide as a free action.
Nice.
Okay. So you would not. You could use the hide action.
Yeah.
It would not give you your sneak attack, but it would give you advantage on your attack. So you get to roll the attack twice.
Excellent.
You just would only get the regular damage.
Okay, well, I'm going to do that. I'm going to, kind of climb up this pillar and hide my location from these goons. And then I'm going to peek out and lob some arrows at them. Yes!
Natural 20.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
So you kind of shimmy up the side of the pillar with your claws and then just kind of like wrap your legs around it and lean out. And you shoot him with an arrow. So that is a natural 20. So you will double your damage. So roll 2d6 plus 3.
That's beautiful. And 11.
Oh, mercy. Okay, you're just constant arrows. He's not happy. He takes that one and he's still standing, but he's not in good shape. You have hit him squarely twice.
Yes.
And he's still not sure where the arrow's coming from. He's not super happy about it. So the guard, he's going to try and position himself between where he thinks. Let me do that. Okay. He's going to position himself between where he thinks the arrows are coming from and Telix to sort of try and defend his boss. And he's going to get up here. He has a rough idea where you are. He can sort of see you hanging on the pillar.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still going to attack Grio, but he's going to put himself between you and Telix in hopes of protecting his boss. Does that hit you, William?
Ooh.
It's a 22.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay, you take 6.
Oh.
All right.
And he comes in with a mace and just kind of, I won't say to the face because that's copywritten, but he gets you good. And Lisa, it is your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you measuring distance.
Yeah. Can you move me up to like here?
Like there.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't like how that sounds.
And
yeah, sure.
that gives me a nice 15-foot cone, and I can go around Grio because I have the spell shape.
Okay, sure.
We're gonna try burning down the house. All right. Sweet. So I just get to roll 3d6 fire damage.
Oh, okay, and they each make dexterity saves.
Yeah, they get to make dex saves.
All right, so
Oh, whoops! Ignore that.
okay.
That was not.
That was not 3d6.
No.
And that is versus your
It's spell DC 13.
13. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Neither of them make their saves. And they
All right,
take
8 fire damage to each of them. Just
Get it.
douche.
Okay. So you put a real good hit on the guard, and Telix actually falls over. You don't think he's dead, but he falls over. And as soon as you hit the guard, as soon as you hit Telix, like the guard, you hit the guard, but he almost doesn't seem to notice. His immediate reaction is that you've hit Telix. Baron, no.
I kind of loud whisper to Liesel that now might be the time for like, getting the other bad guys on our side while we hogtie their leader.
If you want to say something, go for it. It is actually, as soon as you're done, it is the hobgoblin's turn again.
If you stand down now, we might spare your pathetic lives.
That was very convincing.
Yeah, it was aggressive too. I like it. I am going to need you to make me some kind of check, though.
No, my weakness.
But his words were so strong.
My weakness actually
And I will
backing
give
up
him-
what I'm saying.
I will give him a bonus for that.
Oh, thank goodness.
But I do still need you to make, like, I almost don't even, like, are you trying to persuade them or are you trying to intimidate them? For you, I think
Well-
it's kind of a neutral.
I have the same bonus for each.
Okay, so roll. So
A
roll
charisma.
and add +3,
Sweet.
and we will see what happens.
Well, the guy just did burst into flames.
He did. That helps. The hobgoblin looks a little unsure at this point, and he kind of takes a step back and lowers his hands. You've done nothing to dissuade the guard, but you're not sure you could have if you wanted to. He will staunchly defend the Baron to his bitter end.
Well, now it's time for aggressive negotiation.
Yeah.
And now it is Grio's turn, since the hobgoblin is going to delay his action, and Grio is free to aggressively negotiate.
We're not attacking the one that's.
This guy over here near the big throne seat. He
Not attacking.
he's backed off. You don't know what he's going to do, but he has backed off.
Okay. All right. So I will just attack.
Okay. You're attacking the guard.
Yes.
Okay. Go for it.
I wonder if I should do a second wind before I do that. Can I do both?
I think second wind is actually a bonus action,
Yes, it is.
so you can do both. Yes, sir. So you roll 1d10 and add your fighter level, which is 3. So roll 1d10 plus 3.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it's worth doing now. I'll just do it.
Can't hurt anything.
Okay, so 5 back.
Okay. And you were down 16.
Whew.
Yes, so I'm at 17
Okay.
right now.
And you are still good to attack if you would like to.
Okay. I might as well. 16.
Yes.
Go for it.
All right. 12 total.
Okay, absolutely. You run your spear through the guard, and as he falls, he almost kind of tries to put himself between you and Telex as he falls, and then he just kind of drops. You may consider combat over.
Woo!
The hobgoblin. Everyone, make me perception checks.
Alright.
Never mind. That was a natural one. The hobgoblin tries to sneak out and trips and falls. I'm just gonna run away. Oh no! Hi.
All right, real quick, can I just use a cantrip of Mage Hand and just like grab his cloak
Oh, and kind of pull him backwards.
and just kind of hold it? I mean, it's not strong enough to like pull him, but it's enough to like.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. You kind of grab him and he just kind of I'm just gonna go, if that's fine.
Yeah,
Or
I think we need you as a witness.
I said I'd spare your life.
Okay. He kind of comes back over here. I'm just going to remove the guard because don't have to worry about that anymore. Put the mace next to Biggs. I like that thing. That's good stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Fine. What do you need me for?
When we go back to the king, we need someone to back us up here with what Telex has been doing.
Or maybe just, I think we could be okay with maybe a personal token from this hobgoblin as evidence of goblin involvement with Telex. That would be enough to go before the king, I believe.
You believe if you take the hobgoblin before the king, the hobgoblin will probably be killed.
Ooh!
Well, yes, but if we have some sort of token from the hobgoblin, then
You believe that would probably suffice.
yeah. That was the idea.
He gives you... So you remember the mage, the goblin mage tokens you guys got early on?
Yes.
He gives you one like that, but this one's nicer. It's like actually made of metal. It's got a bright red symbol on it. It's very shiny. And he almost seems a little hesitant to give it to you. It's sort of a... You think it's very personal. But he hands it to you, Liesel, and I may leave.
I believe that would suffice.
Very well. He hands it to you.
Also, take your armies and go far away. Because if we see you in this territory again, we will eradicate you.
So be it. And he walks out.
I'll let him peace out. That's
Okay.
fine.
So you have an unconscious Lord Telex.
Who here has rope?
I have all the rope. I have so much rope, he could be a mummy. It would be glorious.
Yeah, I've got a rope too. So I mean, we could like tie him up and like hang him from the ceiling or something.
Now, one thing I would suggest, he is kind of bleeding out a little bit.
Oh yeah, we might want to keep him from dying. Well,
I'll give you guys the option. If you want to keep him alive or not, it's up to you. I'm just saying, if you intend on using him for something,
I say we keep him alive.
I was about to, strictly speaking, my character alignment says neutral, so I really don't care.
we should discuss that. I just kind of put neutral on all of your character alignments.
Yeah.
If you guys have a preference, that was just kind of a filler.
I think we should keep him alive because I think that for him to die would be to not experience the wrath that is due him.
Great. Question there.
Okay.
If we keep him alive, how do we get him to the king?
I have an idea, you magical sorts over there. That fog machine thing that you rolled in with, that was glorious. And I think that Biggs can do this silence. I don't know if it can follow us, but he also has some binding abilities, I think.
Don't make me give you guys professional wrestling entrances. I really don't want to divulge.
No,
I don't want to fall to that.
The thing about prestidigitation is, technically speaking, I can do things as long as they're harmless or don't really affect anything outside of effect. Like they can't like actually change the nature of things. Like I might be able to make my eyes glow, but they can't actually hurt.
Okay, I've got an idea.
And I can make cool mist appear, but it can't actually obscure us. I can, but at a much higher level. But that I don't have that ability right now.
You do have a level 1 that does that.
Yeah, I burned up all my level 1 since
Okay.
last campaign.
You
Between
could-
last campaign and this one.
You could use Fog Cloud, but not right now.
And it can't follow us. Like it sits and stays.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, what I think is I've got a bedroll. I'm gonna wrap him up. I'm gonna wrap him up in my bedroll, tie rope around it so I can put it around my shoulders and my back, and I'm gonna drag him all the way back to the king.
We're gonna do this the Chicago way. We're just gonna roll them up.
Roll him up, drag him out, and the tightness of the bedroll will keep him from bleeding out.
And just we can stabilize him.
I would suggest what Liesel just said. He will continue to.
I have some skill at
bleed.
medicine. I believe we have someone here who can just keep him not dead.
Not dead is good.
I
yeah.
think.
And then I can drag him.
I think you have a thing for specifically not dead. Let me.
Yeah, he might have a spell for not
there's a
dead.
specific not dead thing.
I also just have a medicine skill.
Don't get him to the point where he feels great. Just
Oh no! He will not be feeling great.
yeah, just to the point of not dying.
He'll
Like
be
in
at the
transit?
point where we can just give him a good thump on the head, and
I kind of want him to feel the roots and rocks and things as I drag him over the ground to the king.
but don't kill him. If we kill him, he won't learn nothing.
Okay, so you need to do one
I
of
think
two
I'm
things.
just taking a hard
So
line on the neutral here.
yeah,
You won't learn that.
we may have to address that later, but that's fine. Um, you guys, so Jonathan, you have access to something called Spare the Dying.
Hey.
You touch a creature that has 0 hit points, that creature becomes stable, and that's it. Just kind of, he won't bleed out. The
They
problem is
don't
he's
die.
below 0 hit points.
Hmm.
So you need to put him back to 0, and then you can just kind of leave him there.
And,
So
and
can
we need to do this like now before he just dies.
I can do like a healing.
If you
I've
want,
got
I
a
would let
couple
you
healing
do.
things.
Yeah, where's your like? I would let you use like cure wounds or something.
Yeah.
And just if you want to say you only put him like only heal, like I wouldn't even have you roll the amount.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, that sounds good.
you can just kind of put him back. Actually, you could use healing word instead. That does even less.
Let's just make sure he's tied up first.
Yeah, if you want to do that, that's fine. And I think several of your friends is could probably also use some healing.
Yeah.
So let's. I'm going to assume you guys go ahead and stabilize him, tie him up.
Bedroll him.
Yes, and then if you want to use, you
Do
have
this the Chicago
where
way.
is the thing?
You know what I can appreciate? The fact that in 5e they dropped use rope as a skill. That way you don't have to do a skill check on. All right, I
Yeah,
tie
that
him
would
up.
not be fun. Okay, so you have something in your channel divinity called Preserve Life, and you can emit an amount of healing in a number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level. So that's 15, and you can divide them amongst whoever you want to.
Okay.
Now, to my knowledge, I believe Liesel, you are down what 10,
Yeah, I have half of my starting health.
and William, you're still down some amount past that.
I'm down 11, but it's more. I've got more than half, so I'd say you'll want to heal
And-
Liesel first.
Yeah,
And I've
because
got a higher armor class, I think.
has Lisa
yeah.
done his where we can roll to regain health once a day?
Oh, the rolling his hit dice.
Yeah, isn't that for a rest?
Yeah, you guys would actually have to take a break if you wanted to do that.
Never mind.
But what you could do is use the channel divinity, give 10 of it to Liesel, and give the other 5 to William.
Yeah.
And that would give William 5 more, put him back in better shape, and put Liesel back up at full. Thanks for joining us. For more episodes, check out cityonthehillgaming.com, iTunes, or other awesome podcast outlets. To contact us, email us at cityonthehillgaming@gmail.com or find us on Twitter @cityonthehillgame. Thanks, and have a blessed day.